Hello students, welcome to the online maths class of AIS. This is the maths class for class 7. I am Sravani Choudhury, your maths teacher. Last day we discussed about the subtraction of decimal numbers. Today we will start the discussion on multiplication of decimal number. Here I have written some numbers. In question number 1, the decimal number is 7.54. We have to multiply the 7.54 by 10. Next, in question number 2, you have to multiply 0.032 by 10. Next, 6.83 by 100. Then number 4, 0.60 by 100. Here students, I have done the multiplication without any calculation. I mean, orally you can do the multiplication if you have to multiply this number with 10, 100, 1000, 10 lakh, like this number. So how to do this? We have to count the number of zeros present over here. Like in 10, the number of 0 is 1. In 100, the number of 0 2. That means according to this number of zeros, according to the presence of number of zeros, we have to shift this decimal point. Now students, here we are multiplying this 7.54 by 10. That's why we will shift this decimal point only one place to the right side. And here also we are multiplying this decimal number by 10. So again we will shift this decimal point only by one place to the right side. So if you are multiplying 7.54 with 10, so what you will get? You have to shift the decimal point to the right side of 5. That means you will get 75.4. Similarly, in question number 2, you have to shift the decimal point to the right side, and that is also one place. So you will get 0.32, and next in number 3 you have to shift the decimal point to the right side. So you will get 683, that means 683, and the second one you will get 60. Now the main important thing here is that we already got the answers. These are the answers. Now in answers, students, you can see that I have written here 683.00. So you may ask me the question that from where I got these 200 and these 200. The basic thing is that whenever you will get these two extra zeros, it means actually after decimal point, when there is no other number, after decimal point, if there is no other number, you can put any number of zeros. If you wish, you can put 20. If you wish, you can put 30. If you wish, you can put 10 zeros also. Ultimately, only 683 is a whole number, and after 683 you can write 0.00 also. If you are writing 0.00, actually I am giving this 20 to make you people understand that decimal point is actually shifting from this point, this position to this position. If you wish, you can ignore these 20 and you can write the answer only 683. That is also correct. If you wish, you can ignore these 2 0. I mean, after decimal point, these 2 0 also you can ignore. I used these 2 0 to make you understand that this decimal point is shifting from this place to this place. So ultimately we are getting 60.00. Or if you want, you can add more zeros over here also, because at the extreme right side of decimal point you can put any number of zeros. So you can put any number of 0 over here, and then you can shift this decimal point by 2 places. You can shift this decimal point also by 2 places. Similarly, students, you can see one more example I have written over here. It is 6.7314, and we are multiplying this 6.7314 by 1000. That means there are total 3 zeros. So we have to shift this decimal point in the right side by 3 places. So that's why we are shifting this decimal point to the right side by 3 places, and ultimately we are getting this answer 6731.4. Now let's see, that means according to the zeros present over here, you can shift decimal point to the right side when you are multiplying. Now we will see how to do the multiplication if the numbers are whole number, because you can see this is also a number, but there are some zeros present. If zeros are not present, then what will happen we will see now. So now see, I have written one example over here, that is 0.568 into 4.9. So in this question, when you have to multiply, then we will ignore the decimal point, and without the decimal point, first we will take only the numbers. So from first decimal number we have already taken only 568, and from the second decimal number we have taken 49. Now we will multiply these two numbers. Now see, when we will multiply this 568 by 9, what we will get? We will get 8 9s are 72. So we will get one 2 here. 7 will be our carry. Then 6 9s are 54. 54 plus 7 we will do. So we will get 1 over here, and then 5 9s are 45. We will add again the carry, and after adding the carry we will get here 51. Now students, will put a 0 over here, just like the normal multiplication will put 0 over here, and similarly we will multiply this 568 by 4 by the same process, and we will get 2 7 2 and again 2. Just the normal multiplication process we are using, that process you already know. Now we will add these two, and after this adding these two we will get here 2 3 8 7 and 2. So 27,838 we are getting when we are multiplying this number with this. Now what we will do, we have to the basic change between normal multiplication and the decimal number is, we have to put this decimal point also in the proper place. Now in case of addition we have done this, in case of subtraction we have done this, but there is a little bit changes in case of multiplication. In case of multiplication, you have to first find out the sum of decimal places in the given decimals. Sum of decimal places means first the decimal places was this one here, that means decimal places was 1 2 3, and second one the decimal places was 1, that means we need to add 3 and 3 plus 1, because from right side we are counting the decimal places. So 3 plus 1, 3 from here and 1 from here we are getting, so 4. So when we will write down the answer, then we have to consider this one decimal places, I mean 4 decimal places we will consider to put the decimal point. So that's why we will start counting from right side. So this is 1, 2, 3 and 4. So in front of 7 we will put the decimal point. Now this is our final answer of the multiplication. So let's do one more multiplication. In this multiplication, you can see I have written 0.623 into 0.75. So first of all, we need to multiply 623 and 75. Here we are ignoring the decimal points. When we will multiply the 623, first we will multiply the 623 by 75. That means first of all you have to multiply 623 by 5. So when we will multiply 623 by 5, we will get here 5113. Then we will put a 0 over here, and again we will multiply the 623 by 7. So when we will multiply the 623 by 7, then we will get 1, 6, 3 and 4. You can multiply this and you can check it. 623, when we are multiplying by 7, we are getting this or not. Now we will add these numbers. So we are getting 5, 2, 7, 6 and 4. So this is our multiplication when we are doing the multiplication between only the numbers 623 and 75. But students, we have to keep in our mind that there are some decimal points or also. These are actually decimal numbers. So now we need to count the sum of decimal places in the given decimal. That is, here we are getting 1, 2, 3. So 3, then 1, 2 plus 2. That means we need to count these decimal places from right side. So 1, 2, 3, then 1, 2. That means 3 plus 2. Ultimately we are getting 5. So now for writing the answer, we need to place these decimal points also. So when we will we will place the decimal point, then only we can get the answer. So we are going to start our counting from right side again. So this is 1 place, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth place, that means in front of 4 we need to put the decimal point. So we will put 4, 6, 7, 2, 5. In front of 4 we will put the decimal point. So the number will become, point will be here, and we will put 1 0 also in front of the decimal point. So now this will be our answer. Your answer of the multiplication is 0.46725. Next we will discuss one question, word problem. That is, a bus can cover 62.5 kilometer in 1 hour. How much distance can it cover in 18 hours? That means we can see in 1 hours the bus is covering 62.5 kilometer. It is given. So how much distance can it cover in 18 hours means obviously we need to multiply these two things. So directly we cannot multiply it. This is on word problems. We have to write some words here. So we will first write this statement that so when we will solve this one, first we will write a bus can cover 62.5 kilometer in 1 hour. We will write this. Then we will write so. Then we'll write so it can cover, how much distance can it cover in 18 hours? So it will cover 62.5 into 18 kilometer in 18 hours. It will cover this much. You can write this. Now we will do the multiplication. So when we will do the multiplication, we have to first ignore this decimal number and we can multiply 623 with 18. So first 625 with 18. 625 when we will multiply with 18, first we will multiply it with 8, and when we will multiply it with 8 we will get 0005. That means 5000, and again we will multiply 625 by 1. We'll put a 0 over here, then we'll put the product of 625 and 1, and it will be 526. That means ultimately we are adding these two to get our answer. So it will be 05211. Now we have to consider the decimal points also. You can see, students, here only 62.5 is given. So the answer of this multiplication, when you will write, you have to consider only one decimal places to put the point. So the answer is 11, not 11, sorry, you will get 0.1125. then you have to put the point from right side. So from right side, one decimal places, so we have to put the point here. This will be the place of point. So we will get 1125.0 kilometer. You can ignore this 0 and we can write down the answer only 1125 kilometer. That means the bus can cover 1125 kilometer in 18 hours. Now we will see, if three numbers are given, three decimals numbers are given, then how to find out the product of these three decimal numbers. So in this case, we have to first find out the multiplication of 15 and 25. So when you will find out the multiplication of 15 and 25, we will find out this one first. So when we will find out the multiplication of these two, then we will get 15 into 5. That means it is coming 75. 15 into 5 means 15 5s are 75, as we all know. And then we will put 1 0 over here. Then again we'll multiply 15 with 2 and we will get 30, because 15 to the 30, this also we all know. So ultimately when we will multiply 15 with 25, we will get 375. So now we will multiply this 375 by 24. Look at the answer, students. We are not considering any decimal point here. We are considering only the numbers and we are just multiplying the numbers. Now first thing is that when we will multiply 375 by 24, we need to multiply this 375 by 4. So first we will multiply this one. So when we multiply this one, it is coming 0 0 and this one will be 15. Then we will multiply this 375 with 2 again. Before that we'll put 1 0 over here, and then when you will multiply this one, we will get 0 5 7. So ultimately when we will add these two, then we are getting 0 0 0 and this one is 9. Now we have to consider the decimal point. So we will do the sum of all places. So sum of all places means here the places is only 1, here also 1, here also 1. So sum of all pieces is 1 plus 1 plus 1, that means 3. So ultimately when you will write down the answer, we need to place our decimal point in front of 3 numbers. So we will start counting from here. This is 1 2 3, that means we will put our decimal point here, and the answer is 9.000, or you can write only the answer is 9. So in this way we can multiply the numbers, we can multiply decimal numbers also in the same manner. Only the difference is that we have to consider the decimal points over here. So by using this process we can solve many other word problem also. So and in this way we can do many sums, we can solve many problems in our daily life also. So students, that's all for today. Next day we will discuss how to do division in decimal numbers. Thank you.